Let's see what's under there. So we out here, Cenote Azul. It is like right outside, about 20 minutes outside Playa del Carmen, and you're about to chest the waters. Cenote. A cenote is like a sinkhole in the earth that is formed. I don't know how it is formed. Maybe I'll tell you later how it is formed. But just natural fresh water, isn't it? And you know, you can swim in it. People swim in it a lot to you know, enjoy it. So we're gonna look at and see what it's like. So we're here at the parking lot. People come here and park, and then this is the entrance to the cenote or cenote. So let's go.
You have to shower?
You have to shower right here before you go in there? No, not it. Okay. So apparently you have to shower before you go in the cenote because they don't want any stuff inside the natural water. They want to keep it natural, so they don't want any chemicals there. So, you know, you have to take a shower before you can go in. So we're gonna have to wash off. Wow. I guess you can jump off here. So that's where we're going to jump in. You can jump in here. So it's natural blue waters. We're gonna test it out. That looks like fun. I want to try that. Hello my beautiful peeps. I'm Jamaican Youth and welcome to another video. And in this video we're looking at a cenote. This cenote in particular is called Cenote Azul, and it's about 20 to 30 minutes outside of Playa del Carmen, heading to Cancun. These cenotes are all over Mexico, especially over to the Caribbean coast of Mexico, where you have the Yucatan Peninsula. These cenotes are very popular, very common. They are freshwater areas, and you know, you can swim in them. Some of them are warmer than others, and so on. So before we get into it, I want to ask you to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and help support the channel as we take the journey through this Cenote Azul. So as I said, we are at Cenote Azul. Cenote Azul is right outside Playa del Carmen, and just so that you know, a cenote is a natural pit or sinkhole resulting from the collapse of limestone bedrock that exposes groundwater. So the water essentially comes from underground, and you know, it is formed by movement of the earth that forms a sinkhole, and then that water that's there naturally is what you're looking at right now, and it is a cenote. The water is just beautiful in my opinion. It's really nice to, you know, experience, and this is something, if you have not experienced before, you definitely have to experience. For me, it's almost better than going to a beach, you know, and maybe that's just because it's fresh water and I've never experienced it before. I've experienced rivers and river water, and you know, things formed in from the river, but never a cenote. So it's really interesting, you know, to have experienced something like this. I really enjoyed myself. As you can see, you know, under the water, what it looks like, it's fresh water, it's blue, you know, really nice temperature. So it was a little bit chilly the day when I got there, but as we go around, you will see there were places that you could jump off the rock and jump into the water. There were little fish in the cenote itself, and some of that fish actually come and chew the dead skin off your feet, you know, and it's kind of one of the things. It was kind of ticklish when you feel it. It's kind of one of the things that some people like and some people don't, you know. So there you can see the fish kind of, you know, eating the dead skin off my feet right there. It was very interesting though. Never experienced anything like that. As a matter of fact, that is something that you can get done at a spa in certain parts of Mexico, close to where you have Tulum, Playa del Carmen, and Cancun, which is where this area was. But a really nice experience. It was, you saw people snorkeling. You could jump off the rock into the water, and you know, it was just a good time. It seemed like a lot of tourists from Mexico were there, meaning people who didn't necessarily live inside of the area but were living in other parts of Mexico that came through to enjoy their time there. And you know, it was just a good experience. People were just having fun and, you know, enjoying seeing what's under the water, whether it be for snorkeling purposes or to see how the fish was chewing off your skin or your feet. But you see some of the limestone, some of the rocks under the water there, and you know, just the system that's under the water there. Very interesting to see, and you know, just enjoyed myself experiencing this. And it's definitely something, I think, if you ever get the chance to visit Cancun, Playa del Carmen, Tulum, I think this is definitely something you should do. You owe it to yourself to experience this at least once. It's very different, very nice to experience. As you could have seen earlier in the video, there were some points where we saw some of the bigger lizards there, you know, almost like iguanas. Not sure if they're iguanas, but they look big enough to pass as an iguana. And they're very common all over the area there. So if lizards are not your thing, then it, you know, or if you're afraid of lizards, then you might find it a little bit interesting, or you know, might be a deterrent to you. However, they're pretty friendly. You know, they're pretty friendly. I didn't see them attacking anybody. As a matter of fact, they're more likely to run away from you than to attack you. So it's not something you really have to worry about. But my thing is just that I am a person that loves water a lot, so I love the beach, I love water parks, and I love anything that has me going into the water, even if it's a pool. So this was definitely something that was a really nice experience for me. And as I said, this one is Cenote Azul, so if you ever get the chance to visit the area and you would like to go to this one in particular, that's the name, Cenote Azul. So I don't really have much more to say about it more than what you're seeing in the videos here. I was in the water for most of my time, and as you know, when you're in water, sometimes it makes you hungry, but I ignored the hunger that I was experiencing because I just loved being in the water so much. It was just blue and pretty, the temperature was good, and it was just a good time. As you can see right here, I'm kind of going under that area where people were jumping off into the cenote, and you can see the erosion on the rocks that are there, so as you look down there in the water, you can see different rocks and how they are eroded, and the fish in there is not harmful. They're just there doing their thing. Nothing pretty harmful in there. It's just really nice. The only thing you'd have to worry about is if you are afraid of the tickle that you feel from the fish chewing on your dead skin. But outside of that, I mean, it's pretty harmless. So you can swim around this entire cenote. I just kind of stayed in the areas where the water was deep and beautiful or looked blue, and just did that. And as I said, apart from what you're seeing now, there's not really much more to say about it. It was just really an enjoyable experience, and if you have the time, if you ever get the opportunity, do visit this one. I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy it. Well, that is all for now. I will let you finish watching the video, as I think the pictures or the video gives you a better idea of what it